to their visitors. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
To the air, it's Beck. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got him downfield.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
To the ground with the back. Makes his man miss. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. Now he's looking into the middle. Fires and picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically downfield. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Extending the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on all.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Makes the catch on the left. And he's running in the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa State.
what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Gonna let it fly. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Back to throw, it's Beck. He's got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Keeps the legs moving. And another broken tackle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He slings it deep to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be brought down. Clemson jumps to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. He had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
He's back to throw on second down. Now adjusting. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Makes his connection. Can anyone catch him? He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. To throw, it's Beck. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like,
the ball's free! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Myers on the move. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Maffa. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Quarterback adapting. Unloads to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Slings it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Snap from the gun on third down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass pro.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's looking for a man on second down. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. That completion delivers a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Shoots it to the left. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Iowa State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dances away from the heat. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electric.
Touchdown, Clemson! They move on top here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Beck. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
They'll throw on third and short. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to the air one more time. Grab near the marker. It's Higgins. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move, he fires. Balls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick completion on the out. They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Caught near the sideline, it's Hansen.
Yeah, and you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Steps away to find some room. Good. He wants to go deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Now on second down. The aerial assault continues. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Might be looking to run. Here's a throw downfield late.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Getting set for the point after. To the air. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and it's loose.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose.
Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Iowa State.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, he missed it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20.